there are several ways that you can deploy the Lync client out to the client hardware. And effectively, the Lync client, except for the mobile, for the PC, is just an MSI package. So you can deploy it any way you can deploy an MSI. Now, the simplest and, in my view, the best approach would be to have Lync built in as part of your standard corporate desktop image. So when a person gets a new laptop or a desktop, they fire it up, they can log in, they can get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Lync, etc. It's all built in. It's part of the, as far as they're concerned, it's part of the system. Now, if you come in after that's been built, you may be able to do Delta images. That's, again, depending upon the company. Alternatively, you're faced with having to add that client to an existing corporate image. And again, you can do that any way you can deploy an MSI. The two obvious ones, of course, are through group policy. So I create a software distribution policy to distribute that bit of software. That might be also good as I get these cumulative updates with additional new versions of the client. I can have a Delta MSI to send the new version out. Second obvious way is System Center Config Manager. It's just another desktop item that you can create SCCM packages for and ship out in the normal way that you ship out anything. Of course, I can always put it on a share somewhere or a website for self-service. One of the key things to manage in that scenario, though, is how many people are licensed. The Lync client software is not freeware. You pay for that. Again, you may have licensing deals that say how you pay for it, but the software itself has to be licensed. So you need to just keep control of that somehow. Updating the Lync client is pretty much like updating almost any bit of Microsoft software. You will have a new version, and to some degree, the way you update it will depend upon the way you install it in the first place. Now, if you initially installed it through a corporate desktop, then you may be able to push the new version through a corporate desktop refresh if you have that technology in place. I can use the client version policy to say I will not allow certain older versions to run, and that would prompt the user to update. If you've shipped the client through an MSI through group policy, then just like any new version, you could just put a new MSI there to ship the new client and get rid of the old client. If it's self-service, then it's just a matter of having the guy, assuming he has the permissions to do this, just double-clicking on an MSI on a web page or a share somewhere and just doing the appropriate next. The update, in my experience, has been just a no-brainer. It just works.